What's up YouTube? My name's Quickie, welcome back to the channel. Today is Saturday, today's going to be a good day. I just know it is. If you can hear some horrible rattling and stuff in the background, that's because I've got the ultrasonic going. We're just cleaning up the rockers and stuff. However, we are getting set to get this head installed, and we want to get this installed today. Jamie labelled all these bags, which have basically got the two springs, the little washers, the collets and the keeper and whatnot. And he's got his own little way of like numbering everything up as well, which is, you know, he's explained it to me, it makes total sense, which I'll go through in a sec. I just need to get all this head cleaned up so we can, you know, get on with stuff. So the way he does, I've got it written out on a bit of cardboard, and with the head the way it is on the engine, the way he does it, and it does make sense, is he just numbers it. So cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4, and each of these bags is, like I say, has got the spring, the washers, the keepers, blah blah blah. So cylinder 1, valve 1 is what's written on here, like 1.1. Cylinder 1, valve 2, there'll be one in there that's 1.2, so on and so forth. It just means that everything goes back to where it came out of, basically. Now on this it's a little bit less of an issue, because he was going to get all the valves recut, yeah, the seats and stuff cut. So I know the valves in their original holes and stuff, but that's how he does it. It's quite a good way of doing it, I suppose, because it's not like bits of cardboard with holes poked in it, and it's just, you can pick any bag up and you know where it goes to. So that's what we're doing here. I've got some brake cleaner. All this is going to get cleaned up, blown out, blah blah blah. Got valve stem seals, we've got, oh hello, it stopped. I need to put the next one in. I'll show you that in a minute. We've got oil seals and everything that we need to go, apart from, we haven't got one of the blades for the cam chain tensioner. He thinks that's at home, so he's just nipped off to go and get it. He's going to be back in a minute. Let me show you what we're doing over here. Alright, so these are all just the rockers. Just doing these one at a time. Basically they're just going through the ultrasonic. They're a little bit crusty and stuff. Not crusty, just, you know, you give it a wipe and it all comes clean. But everything is getting cleaned up as we're going. So once it's been through, it comes up like that, which is all quite nice. Can you see that? Yeah. So that's the before, that's the after. And literally they're just going through the ultrasonic to give them a bit of a spritz up, doing one at a time, and then they're going back in the order as well. We've got it written all out here as well. So this is intake, that's exhaust, and yeah, obviously the cylinder numbers, just so everything goes back where it needs to. We've got the book of words out as well, which is good. So we are getting this done today, I think. Right, Jamie has been a very busy boy. He's got all this lot done. All the rockers and stuff is in place as well. All the valves is in, which is cool. And it is just swamped in oil, which I must admit I do quite like. He's been busy doing this whilst I'll just turn him up a thing on the lathe. So what's next then? I mean, this can go back in and bolt it down and torque it all down and stuff. And then we're at the point where we can time it. No. Or is it?
Well,
is timing next?
Yeah, pretty much, because you want it timed to be able to do the shim.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking.
The nice thing about these rockers is that you don't really have to bench shim it. It doesn't really save you any time. They're all spring loaded.
Yeah.
So when you go to swap out a shim, you just pull the rocker to the side. And it gives you access to it.
Oh yeah, get on.
Quite nice, isn't it?
Oh, that makes it so much easier as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, just a bit.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, just a magnet and a screwdriver and you can swap those out. But yeah, we'll have to, obviously, you've got a micrometer, haven't you?
Yeah.
So we'll measure all these before we put them in.
Yeah. We'll just take note of what ones we put in which one.
Yeah, so I obviously ran out of shim boxes when I did this. I put it in a circlet box. But
yeah, it does. It's got compartments, isn't it?
Inlet and exhaust.
So what, we bolt it in first?
Yeah, we can do. I seem to, like I say, it might be worth just having a read in that manual, because I seem to remember one of the bolts was an absolute nightmare to get out, and I think you had to put the head in with that bolt.
Oh, that was the one on this side at the front you was talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
It might be the cap as well, the cam cap.
Okay.
I think that might have to go in at the same time.
We'll have a look in the book of words in, eh?
Yeah. But yeah, this is ready to go in, so we can get the head gasket on.
It does look good, doesn't it?
Get all the head bolts sorted, need the torque settings and the sequence, and then yeah, can we go back in really?
I'm getting proper nerdy about machined surfaces and stuff. Literally, I have a steady stream of people coming in. Right. Oh, blades in. Right, does that just slot in there then?
Yeah.
It's just held captive by the casing?
Yeah. It's just a guide, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, okay. That's why I put that on it. Yeah.
I'm pretty positive there's no dowels, because otherwise they'd be in this box.
Well, I'm not seeing anything on the drawings here.
Well, they would be in this box if there were.
What's that? 26. Down. 2 off.
Where? That looks like... Yeah, but where's it pointing to? Because there was... Oh no, are you sure that's not the ones under the barrels? Sure they're not the ones under the barrels?
Well, it's on top of that. It's saying that one there. The bolts go through here, don't they? And there is a shoulder in that one and that one. So I think there should be a dowel in...
Right, well, there are 2 smaller dowels. So.
No, these are quite big. These would be going around those bolts. Right, we're back. Small dowel crisis. We couldn't find these dowels anywhere. We was looking everywhere in all the boxes and all that sort of stuff. Just couldn't see them anywhere. So Oh, Jamie is quite particular about what he does. Very particular. And we just couldn't figure out where they went. So I thought, well, I don't know, I've got a lathe, we've got some steel, we found the dimensions and everything else online, but we didn't know what they was going to be made of, be it, you know, mild steel or stainless or tool steel or whatever. So I dropped Matt a text message going, mate, I've got all the dimensions and I've got a lathe and we can't find them. Do you know what they're made of? And his text message back was just, yes, OEM steel, go and buy some. So anyway, I did. Jamie nipped off home just to see if he could find them if he left them anywhere. I've got 2 coming on Wednesday. But he managed to find them in a rolled up bit of tape with, what was it? Cylinder head dowels written across the top of it. So that's all good. I think we're all good to put this back on again now. Kettle's on. So all the essentials is taken care of. Do we need to
drop the head on then?
Do we need to wipe all this oil out, or are we just going to let it burn off?
No, it'll be fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. What, out of the top of the piston?
Yeah.
No, just burn off.
Okay, alright.
Right.
Alright, blades in.
Yeah.
Cable tie isn't going. He's in. This blade's in. Clear the line.
Sure you bell slot in.
I'm down on here. Bolts in.
Yeah, sure.
How's that down?
Double check everything's all good.
We on that down?
Feels like it, yeah. Just want to. Oh, I don't know actually. Right. Just got a rubber mallet or something.
Yeah, there's a rubber and a plastic one in there.
Right, is yours?
Yeah, I think he's down.
Push it forwards and back, you'll know if it's on.
I think he's engaged there.
Right, so if you keep a bit of pressure on the front and just.
Once more with feeling. Gasket's moved. Right, okay.
Okay.
Alright, he's in. Right, both blades are in.
Now I've just got to feed the dowels through the gasket. Might be easier to lift the gasket up and them down.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Right.
What are we in?
My side's lined up.
Mine's in.
Yeah.
Oh, look how low that is now, look. That fits.
Try and wiggle that down and see if it goes. That's better, isn't it?
Yeah,
Give it
way
a tap.
better. That's good.
Much better, isn't it?
Yeah. Can you get to that? Oh, you can get to that one now, can't you?
Hey, head's on.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
I didn't see in that book, but I'm hoping there'll be a torque tightening sequence and some torque settings.
Should be. Torque settings is normally at the front. Blah, blah, blah.
That's too small. I've bought a quarter. I knew I had one in the car, but I thought it was...
Oh, I've got a diddy little one as well. Yeah. Martin gave me one. That's the only snap-on tool I've got.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've got a snap-on toolbox that my uncle gave me.
Now the head assembly onto the blocks, refit all the cylinder head bolts, including the 6mm bolts which secure the cylinder head to the barrel.
Yeah. So
And
there's one under there.
And apply molybdenum disulfide grease.
How many bolts? 2 6mm bolts, was there? So one's just above the timing plate.
Including the 6mm bolt.
Yeah, so that's this one. Look.
Yeah. which secures cylinder head to the barrel.
Right, what's the torque setting?
Torque settings. Torque settings. Final drive. No. Cylinder head bolts. Right, I'm not sure how much of that you saw because the camera did go flat, so it has been on charge and we've just been like filming a time-lapse thing. There has been quite a lot going on. All the heads on, it's all bolted down and stuff. We put all the shims and you know, shims on top of the valves. All the rockers are back over top, so they ain't going anywhere. What else have we done? It's all torqued up. The timing plate is back on. That's all torqued up. The bolts in the bottom has all been thread locked with high temp thread lock, like what you're supposed to. And they've all been done up.
We measured the shims.
All the shims have been measured as well. What was it? 0.2?
0.20. 0.02 variance.
0.02 variance. So, which could be quite a good thing actually, because, I mean, obviously I've lapped the valves in, that's going to change a little bit. But they're all not far off from one another actually. So even if some of the gaps is a little bit off and blah 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 blah,
you might be able to change them out for it.
Yeah. So that's all quite cool. So we have got the top on. We're about to shove the cams in and time it. However, we just noticed the time and I'm supposed to have left 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Because we're going out for dinner tonight. So that's it. That's where I'm leaving this one. It is kind of nice to see the engine coming back together, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really, really is.
Get the cams in, and then take a shim measurement again.
It is cool. So this coming week, I've got battery coming because we're going to need that. I've also got all the oil and coolant and filters and blah 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 coming.
Yeah.
But realistically, all that needs to happen is the cams need to go in and all get torqued down. It needs to be timed up. And then we need to set the valve gaps. And then we're going to need to start swapping shims about and all that other sort of stuff, haven't we?
Yeah.
And all that needs to get done before the valve cover goes on.
Yeah. Cams shouldn't have to come back out again though, because you should. These, like say, these rockers slide over because they're spring loaded.
Yeah, I meant to mention that actually, because I've not seen this before. But where the shim sits on top of the valve stem and you've got the rocker over it, there's springs that hold the rockers sort of that end, if that makes sense. So to change it, you can literally just move the rocker against the spring, get your shim out with a magnet, put the right one in, and then just slide it back again.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't need to do this on a bench or anything else. And we quite like the idea of having it all in situ, all timed up with tension on the cam chain and blah, blah, blah. So it's all as it is going to run before we start checking the shims and stuff. Because that just makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's the way that we're doing it. Anyway, what it probably means, I think, is that this is going to be a week late starting. Well, if you think about it, because we've got to do all the shims, and if we need to swap any out, I'm going to need to go and get that lot sorted. But then we've still got the radiator, the oil cooler, the exhaust, all that other stuff to bolt on. I don't even know if the CDI's plugged in, is it?
Yeah, it should be.
Is it? Oh yeah. But then we've still got like clutch covered gasket and crankcase covered gasket and the covers to go on and blah 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 blah. So realistically, it ain't gonna be next weekend. It's gonna be the weekend after, isn't it?
Yeah, more likely.
As much as that cheeses me off, that's what it's gonna be. But there you go. It's just the way it goes. We ain't done bad today, I don't think. Oh, there's a doohickey to go on here, aren't there? Yes.
Just a step further, isn't it?
Yeah. But anyway, it's starting to look like a proper engine again. And it's going together pretty good too. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it for this one. Thank you ever so much for watching. Do hope you're well and staying safe. We'll see you on the next one. Laters. Mate, we did good.